Welcome back. Well, it's one of Australia's most notorious outback crimes, the murder of British backpacker Peter Falconio in the outback.
His body has never been found, and over the years, doubts have been raised about his true killer. Now comes a bombshell revelation in a new documentary that's making world headlines.
Police in Australia say they fear the worst for a British tourist who disappeared after being attacked in a remote part of the outback.
It was a crime that shocked the world. In 2001, British backpacker Peter Falconio was shot by a gunman who then attempted to abduct his girlfriend, Joanne Lees. She managed to escape, and the world watched as a massive manhunt unfolded. Years later, Bradley Murdoch was convicted of Falconio's murder, but now a new revelation from a witness at the scene has put the whole story in doubt.
A female voice yelling, "Help, help. Someone's trying to kill me." Oh no, that's not what happened.
In the documentary Murder in the Outback, experts find major holes in the evidence used to convict Murdoch.
I would not expect today to have a guilty verdict recorded against anybody.
Murdoch was sentenced to life but has always maintained his innocence. Peter Falconio's body has never been found.
There is so much more to this story than people will ever imagine.
Roger Maynard was one of the first journalists on the ground when the story broke and is also one of the contributors to this new documentary. Roger, good morning. The information from the truck driver who picked up Joanne Lees, this was never part of the trial. What does he reveal? What impact could this have?
Well, Vince Miller, who was the man who rescued Joanne Lees on the highway that night, and he's now revealed in this documentary that something else happened minutes before he came across Joanne Lees. He claims to have sighted a little red car on the side of the road on the Stewart Highway with three men. He thought they were in some kind of trouble. He stopped his road train. He shouted over to them, "Are you okay?" And they were obviously a little bit unnerved by him stopping. They were holding up a man who was described as Jelly Man. His head was rolling around, his feet was holding, his legs were rolling around, and they didn't want to hang around. They threw him into the back of this little red car.
Wow.
And drove off pretty quickly. Now, in retrospect, Vince Miller reckons that could well have been Peter Falconio. Now, if that is correct, then that puts a whole new, perspective on this story.
It certainly does. So why, so many questions, Roger, why was the truckies... why was he not a witness at the trial? And do you think that police... You were in the top end reporting on this for 4 months, so you know this case well. Did police get the wrong man?
Well, let's just go back to Vince Miller just for a moment, because Vince Miller has never revealed this before, and it is now revealed that he told police about this little red car, and he made a statement about the little red car, but when it came to the pre-trial hearing, that information was not in the statement. The first 2 pages of that statement were missing. So what was going on there?
That's incredible.
Yeah. I mean, it is a very mysterious situation. Maybe there was nothing untoward about it at all, but it does raise your suspicions. Why were those first 2 pages containing the little red car and the person who might have been Peter Falconio not mentioned in that statement, and as a result of that, it was never brought up in court.
So do you think Bradley Murdoch did this murder?
I don't know. I mean, I've been asked this question for 20 years, and I'm still unsure about it. I think it certainly, if Vince's report or citing is true, then it doesn't put Murdoch at the scene of the crime, effectively. It may have been somebody else. So, yeah, I mean, the whole number of new theories can emerge as a result of this.
We also see never-before-seen vision of Joanne Lees being questioned by police as well, so this looks to be a fascinating documentary. We can't wait to see it. Thank you for your time this morning.
Thank you.
Thanks, Roger. Now, it's called Murder in the Outback. It's the Falconio and Lees mystery. It airs from 7 p.m. on Sunday night, here on 7 and on 7+, and it's followed by part 2 the next Sunday, so check it out. Thanks, Roger.